Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at this Batman VHS Quadrilogy set from Japan. Coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to the 5R Show. I'm your host, and this is Raymond's Robots Reviews, Repairs, and Restorations. And today, yes, we're doing another review, but it is a different kind of review today. Today, we're going to do a physical media review from the 80s and 90s. Today, we're going to be reviewing the VHS Batman Quadrilogy. Now, before we get started, I'd like to tell you that these are all authentic Japanese version VHSs. Yes, that's right. And I will be showing you each cassette, each video VHS cassette individually. But for the purposes of this video, I will be switching out one particular one out of order. So while this is the third one, we will be reviewing the third one at the end. I promise you'll enjoy it. Anyway, so let's get started. First up, we have the one, the only, the original 80s Batman movie. I remember this thing when it came out. I was in Los Angeles, and everybody and their mother was anticipating this movie. Of course, starring Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton. It was the Batman movie. And that summer of '89 was something else. So, anyway, let's get started with the review. Right here, you got, obviously, Batman, Michael Keaton, Joker, Jack Nicholson. And the cool thing here is that the Joker is popping out of the Joker card. The artwork also depicts Gotham City. It's got the explosion with the Batmobile right there in the back. Okay. And one more thing is that, I don't know if you can make it out, but up here it's got the Warner Brother logo, but the Japanese says Warner, and then it just says English Video, and then in Japanese again, Gallery. And I'll show it to you again here. Warner Brothers, Warner Video Gallery. That's what that says, if you can make it out. Okay. Here is just Batman, the Batman logo, of course, with Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton. Stereo Hi-Fi VHS. The back of the package has Michael, Jack, and Kim Basinger. The explosion with the Batmobile and the logo, and a lot of the information here in the back, which is just staff and the cast and, you know, the company and the day the year the movie was made. Of course, it was made in 1989, but the package design was 1992. I'm assuming that's when it was released in Japan. The copyright 1989, the artwork and photography trademark 1964, 1989 DC Comics. So this was printed in Japan. Now, when it comes to Japanese VHS, what some of you may know already, or some of you may not know already, is that the movie is literally intact in English and everything. It just has Japanese subtitles. So it kind of sucked for the Japanese back in the day, because they had to spend their entire movie watching time reading and not watching. So this is way before anybody had the ability to dub perfect dialogue for the movie in Japanese. Well, let's take a look at the physical media now. So this one comes with a pamphlet. As you can see, it has it's a blue pamphlet. It's like a blue and white. It's got the Warner Brothers Batman logo. It's got the Batman, the cover, the picture of the cover, again, 1989. On the inside, I'm assuming it is just talking about the character, in other words, the synopsis of the film. So that's what this is about. This pamphlet tells you about the characters, the cast, who played who, and what the story's about. And again, I'm sure on the back might have same information. It may also have information on music and something about animation or something that says here studio or stagio no animata, something like that. Again, I'm not very good at Japanese yet, but I'm sure I can, give you the gist of it. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now let's take a look at the cassette. And it is a bland cassette, of course, Warner Brother. But I'll tell you something. Whether it be a Japanese version or a US version, I'm sure for a cassette, this thing is actually kind of heavy. It does have some weight to it. And as you can see, it says Batman in Japanese. On the rear, there is not really much anything. Some of the cassettes would have something written here. And I'll show you that on the next one. Okay, well, that's it for the Batman cassette. And now, let's move on to the next one. Up next is the ever-anticipated sequel to the 1989 summer blockbuster Batman, Batman Returns. This time, the cast is joined by Danny DeVito as the Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, and Michael Keaton reprising his role as Batman. But you already know that. On the side, you can tell again it's Warner Brothers, Warner Video Gallery, Batman Returns. Okay, that's that. On the rear, it's got some pretty cool little effects. You got this frozen Batman symbol. You got Danny DeVito up here with his umbrella. You got Batman down here shooting his Batman gun, whatever that might be. And over here you got Michelle Pfeiffer in front of the window with her cats. This one is stating that the package design and summary was made in 1994. The program content was 1992. Artwork and photography is 1992 DC Comics. So again, while we may have gotten the sequel in, I believe, 91 or 92, in Japan, this was released in 1994, according to this. Now, I'm not sure if the movie was released in 94 or the VHS was released in 94. Okay, so now, without further ado, let's open it up and see what it's got inside. And nope, no pamphlet for this one. Sorry, guys. And again, it is just a heavy cassette. I'm sure it had a pamphlet, and unfortunately, I don't have it with me. Batman Returns. This time you have the English logo there as well. It's color and 127 minutes long, 1992. Now, what the other one didn't have is what I'll show you that this one does. And what that is that on this section here, the cassette is actually made in Japan. Okay? All right. So, Batman Returns. Let's return it to its clam case. Clamshell case. Whatever. Sorry, guys. For some reason. There you go. Oh my. It doesn't want to go back in. What's going on with that? Wow. Wow, that was a difficult guy. All right. Now, again, I had said that I was going to save the third film for last. And again, there is a special reason for that. Up next is the final installment of the late 90s Batman Quadrilogy, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, Uma Thurman and Alicia Silverstone in Batman and Robin. Mr. Freeze something. If you guys know, let me know. On the side, we have the standard Warner Brother logo. I'm not 100% sure what this says. Sorry. I know this says Super. But anyway, Batman and Robin on the side. And back then, the cost of this video cassette was actually Ichiman Rokusen, which is roughly $150. On the back, you have artwork of Batman, Poison Ivy, Batgirl, Mr. Freeze, and Robin. Also, the Batmobile. And it's a cool looking package, you know, whatnot. Let's open it up and check out what's inside. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so this one comes with a couple of flyers. It's a flyer, from what I can see, of George Clooney and Arnold Schwarzenegger. On the back, there's Robin. On the back of this one, it just has some writing. But that's what that is right there. George Clooney and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, and also comes some kind of a sticker sheet with the voice actor of either Batman or someone. I'm not sure 100%, but it's a sticker for some reason. It says Batman and Robin, Mr. Freeze, his revenge or something. I don't know. And so that's what that is. Nothing on the back. Okay, and then without further ado, let's take a look at the cassette. Again, good weight to these cassettes. The side just says the normal. This time it's got the logo, Batman and Robin, and Mr. Freeze. And on the back, the cassette actually has no stamp where it was made in Japan. So I'm not sure where this was made. Once again, it is color and it is 125 minutes long. 1997 Warner Brothers. Okay, all right, and let's put that back, and we will now take a look at the final cassette, which was the third one in the franchise. The third one, which was Batman Forever. Now, the reason I wanted to wait till the end for this one is because I think you'll find it pleasantly surprising. This one stars Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, and Jim Carrey. Batman Forever. Nicole Kidman and Chris O'Donnell. Okay. On the side, you got Batman Forever. You've got Val Kilmer with Nicole Kidman. You've got Chris O'Donnell on the top. Now, I do know that this says Nihongo, so I'm assuming that this might either say that it is Japanese dub or Japanese subtitle, but I doubt it was subtitles because they have to be subtitled already. So this must be in Japanese, in the Japanese language, which is dubbed. So I believe it is dubbed over. At the back, I don't know what's going on with this back. It doesn't look like it's been torn or cut out. It looks like that's the way it was made. But I have a feeling that there was something here, a pamphlet or something, and I don't understand what that could have been. But unfortunately, we may not ever know until I find another version or another copy, and we'll find out then. Again, 1995, Batman Forever, and that's what that is. And of all the cassettes, this one is blue. It is a blue clamshell case cassette. And now, the reason I saved this for the very end, because the Batman Forever VHS tape is actually green. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is green. It is a very cool cassette. It's got the question mark for the Riddler with the Batman logo on the inside. And I'm assuming that this is in Japanese dub. It also has DC Comics All Rights Reserved here. This is a very cool cassette, ladies and gentlemen. It is Batman Forever in color, 122 minutes, 1995 Warner Brothers cassette. That's why I saved this for the end. This is such a cool cassette. I just thought this was awesome. Again, the rear for this one, and it's hard to make out, and I'm hoping I can capture it, but this is actually made in Japan, and I'm hoping you can see it here. I'm trying to focus it for you guys. Okay, and that's it. This is the third installment in the Tim Burton franchise, or whoever directed this one, I'm not even sure. But again, very, very cool cassette. This green VHS tape. When I saw this, I just kind of flipped out. I thought that was so cool, and that's why I saved it to the very end. So again, I hope you enjoyed this cassette. Let's put it in its place. The Batman Quadrilogy VHS set. I'd like to thank you for joining us again on the 5R show. I'd like to thank you for watching. I'd like to ask you to please subscribe, share, like, leave a comment. What do you think? Did you guys like this review? So this is the Batman Quadrilogy set. Please come back in the future for new episodes, and I will try my best to make the show very interesting for you. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys on the next episode of the 5R show. And remember, God bless you all, and stay safe out there. It's a new model. I gotta teach these guys English. Have a good one, guys. Bye.